Hello guys, welcome to today's live stream. Uh, if you are new here, please do consider subscribing to this channel. Our channel is Aglo Gains. We come live every day from morning 9:30 to 10:30 and in the evening at 9 o'clock ish to 10 or 9 o'clock to 9:15, 9:20 to review the markets. Okay, so there's a reason I did not come live today. The whole idea is I wanted to share something really interesting with you today in this live stream. So if you want to know about Bank Nifty's outlook for tomorrow, possible trade setups, how you would look at this as an option seller, then please do consider watching the stream towards the end, because at the end I will be showing you the exact three-step long term, mid term, and short term outlook of the market. Short term, we are going to look at 5-minute chart intraday. Long term, we are going to look at the 1 day chart. If you are looking to invest, then you should look at the long term. For the long time, then you should look at the long term, and then there's midterm and the short term. So without further ado, let me go ahead and share my screen here. So the first and the foremost thing that we will cover here, guys, is the fact that on the daily chart, and this is the thumbnail of the video as well, on the daily chart, if you see, Bank Nifty has made or is looking to make, right? It has not made yet. I will tell you the details of it now. If you see from here to here, that's the first double top that it has made, right? सो इसको हम ग्रीन मार्क कर लेते हैं, ठीक है. और यहाँ से यहाँ उसने रेड मार्क कर लिया है, और यहाँ से यहाँ द सेकेंड leg up. Okay, it has come to almost a similar range. I will actually show you what's the range that it has come to, right? अभी हमारे यहाँ दो ऑप्शंस है, राइट. द फर्स्ट ऑप्शन इज विल बैंक निफ्टी कम डाउन एंड ब्रेक दिस लेवल, द प्रीवियस लो जो यहाँ पे है. अगर इस लेवल को बैंक निफ्टी ब्रेक करता है इन द लॉन्ग टर्म, गाइस, दिस इज द डेली चार्ट. अगर बैंक निफ्टी लॉन्ग टर्म में इस रेंज को ब्रेक करता है 38,665, देन we are in the risk of a downtrend because of the double top formation. ठीक है, तो क्या ये बनेगा या नहीं, we'll go ahead and talk about it. We'll talk about what is the overall plan for this as well. Give me 1 second. I'm just give me a second here. Right, so the real question for us today is, will this double bottom even happen, right? How will you know this, guys? When will you confirm that if this double bottom will happen or not? The only way you can confirm this double bottom is if market breaks this low. So this is very, very important. It is called the trend neckline of this pattern. Okay, usually you know that we are non-biased, non-directional option sellers. तो मैं मार्केट का डायरेक्शन को इवैल्यूएट करके मैं सेल नहीं करता हूँ, एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट वी टीच यू एवरी डे इन आवर लाइव हियर एज वेल. बट अगर आपको लॉन्ग टर्म देखना है, मेरे भी थोड़े लॉन्ग टर्म पोजीशंस है दैट आई वांट टू टेक. ITC एक इट्स अ वेरी वेरी गुड नेम दैट आई वांट टू टेक, बट अभी वो फिलहाल बहुत हाई में है. सो इफ आई एम लुकिंग टू टेक सम लॉन्ग टर्म पोजीशंस, देन आई विल होल्ड ऑफ अंटिल आई गेट सम डिसाइसिवनेस. अगर ये लेवल ब्रेक होता है तो मैं नीचे की तरफ लूंगा, इफ नॉट आई विल नॉट. और इफ द मार्केट ब्रेक्स अबव दिस लेवल, ये बहुत क्रूशियल पॉइंट में आके रुका है, ठीक है. इसको फर्दर समझने के लिए हम सेकेंड ग्राफ पे जाते हैं. वी विल नाउ लुक एट द आवरली टाइम फ्रेम, ठीक है, और लेट अस ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज हैपनिंग हियर. नाउ आवरली टाइम फ्रेम में हम सिंपली थोड़े सपोर्ट और रेजिस्टेंस एरियाज ड्रॉ कर देंगे. सो वेरी सिंपल टास्क टू डू. तो ये प्रीवियस हाई था, हायर हाई, लोअर लो, हायर हाई, एंड देन इट इज कम डाउन, राइट. अभी तक उसने लोअर हायर लो नहीं बनाया है. सो दिस इज द प्रीवियस लेवल दैट आई विल बी वॉचिंग आउट फॉर ऑन द आवरली चार्ट. ऑब्वियसली ये बहुत क्रूशियल लेवल था. द रीजन आई एम सेइंग दैट्स अ क्रूशियल लेवल इज इफ यू सी ऑन द लॉन्ग टर्म, ये ऑल टाइम हाई था बैंक निफ्टी का, राइट? एंड लेट अस लुक एट वन वेरी क्रूशियल एलिमेंट हियर. The all time high of bank nifty here in this phase was 44,151.6. I don't know if you guys can see this here. मैं थोड़ा इसको और नीचे कर देता हूँ. Yeah. So here 44,151.50. That is the all-time high of Bank Nifty. और आज अगर आप ग्राफ देखोगे, if you see the today's chart as well, okay, see the high for today. The high that we have made today is exactly 44,151. मैं फिर से इसको थोड़ा I'll make it a bit smaller for you so that you can see 44,151.70. पिछला हाई 0.50 था, ये 0.70 पे आके market has made a new high, very small one, और वहां से outrightly it has come down. So you obviously can't consider this a new high, but that's the power of this resistance level. ठीक है? Now, this tells us that if you look at the market on the mid time frame, ठीक है, तो कल का आउटलुक क्या हो सकता है? We'll first talk about that because tomorrow's intraday position will depend on this. Okay, just give me a second. Right, so tomorrow's intraday position will depend on this. All right, so now let us talk about the second phase of our video. ठीक है, हमने फर्स्ट फेज में हमने लॉन्ग टर्म अप्रोच ऑफ बैंक निफ्टी का हमने एनालिसिस कर दिया है. अभी हम जाके सेकेंड फेज देखेंगे. सेकेंड फेज में आई विल लुक एट द 15-minute चार्ट एंड वी विल ट्राई टू गेट टू a sort of possible trade setup or an outlook for Bank Nifty tomorrow. ठीक है, चलिए. So right now I'm on the 15-minute chart, okay, for Bank Nifty. मैं फिलहाल अभी के लिए इसको डिलीट कर देता हूँ और let it be. I will show you something that's forming that's really interesting. ठीक है, तो ये अगर आप देखोगे, this is where the day has begun today, 9:15. Right, 9:15 का कैंडल ये था. So let me mark the highs and lows of the day. Okay, right, so this is the low somewhere around here, and if you see Bank Nifty has abruptly closed literally at the low of today, guys. Okay, if you go to the daily chart which we have today, आज का लोएस्ट पॉइंट was 43,818 and Bank Nifty has closed very close to it, 43,856, right? So that's the beauty of proper trend lines. यहाँ पे उसने जाके थोड़ा उसको लो ब्रेक किया है, but this was the previous low and that is where Bank Nifty has closed. So let's say I put this here, okay, and let us also map out the high. The high is basically this one that we have set up here. तो इसको हम हाई के पास लेके आ जाते हैं somewhere around here. ठीक है, तो now there are three scenarios that can happen, right? एक हो सकता है कि मार्केट जाके कल it will open at this position. Give me just a second. Yeah, so market can tomorrow go and open at this position, right? Which means it can open between this level, can either open above or in the middle of the high and the low of the current day. If this happens, our outlook for the day would be a bullish bias. Okay, or the reason for that is, let me explain. If this happens, then our outlook for the day would be a non-directional but slightly bullish bias. Okay, which means market has made this low, but it had some momentum and it came up and it's sort of going to play in this range tomorrow, since it's Wednesday and Thursday is the expiry. Usually Wednesdays are a little quiet, and if market closes, right, This is again saying if the market closes in this range, which is, or opens in this range, sorry, then it will be a sideways market. That's the most probable case scenario. Now, there is a second scenario that can happen, right? Market can close below, which means somewhere here, or market can close above the high, okay, which means market has made a fresh brand new high here, somewhere here. I'm just giving you an example. Then in either of these scenarios, okay, if market has closed significantly higher and it had a gap up opening, okay, which most likely is not the case. It's very hard for it to happen, but if it does, then nothing like it, right? Then in that scenario, the market has a very high chance of going up, right? Because, oops, give me 1 second. The market has very high chance of going up because, right? So यहाँ से the market has very high chance of going up. The reason for this is it has opened with us after a big down move. Still the bulls came into picture and they had a higher gap up opening, which means pre-market there was a huge buying that happened, and outside outlook also looks positive, right? So this is something that we might have to see. But if it closes below this yesterday's low, I mean today's low, if it opens below that, right, which is, then there is a higher chance that it might go down and test some of these previous supports, okay. So this is the trade outlook. If the market opens with a gap up above the previous high or today's high, then you could look for bullish positions. If it opened below with a gap down below the current day's low, then look for sell positions or look as a sell direction, a bearish direction. But if it has opened in the middle somewhere within the range, then look for range bound positions, which is what we take here, okay. So I hope this part is clear to all of you. Please do let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts. I'll be more than happy to help you out. And if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please do consider subscribing, as we completely create these content just for you to give you end-to-end information about the stock market, okay. If there's anything else you want to know, please do let me know and I'll be more than happy to walk you through the process, okay. Now let's come to the last phase, okay, and we look at what practically might happen tomorrow on the intraday level. There is one interesting observation that we made. Most of you must have also made this observation, okay. So let me know in the comments if you've made this observation already, right? Give me 1 second. So I'll just take a quick break, but let me know in the comment section below if you've already made this observation. Then we can take a look and validate that together. But give me just a minute and I should be back, okay. Alright guys, I'm back. So what we'll do right now is, there's a very interesting thing, and that's why I told you to wait till the end so that I have something special to show you. But if you see this is the 30-minute time frame, okay. Do you see any pattern that's emerging here? And this is something that's giving me a cause of concern, because our system has identified this pattern and we were looking at this uptrend, okay, that you are able to see in the market for a long time. Again guys, just to repeat, I am a non-directional option seller. I really do not take all of these trend lines and all of these support and resistance. Obviously support and resistance is something that I do consider when I'm taking my positional strategies, when I am taking high quantities, and when I'm taking for a long period, which is a swing trade, say for a week or so. But usually I do not consider this for my intraday strategies. strategies. I'm purely a system based trader. If the system works, then it works for that day. If not, I take my loss and get out of the day. Okay. But something very interesting happened is most of the time, in fact, this is sort of touching this point as well, but let me limit it to this. It's almost right. If you see this, it's way further true, but let me keep it to this level. Usually when market comes to this level, right, there's a huge buying pressure and it sort of tries to go up, and this is what has happened, right? Continuously market has come to this level, then it started going up, then it again came down to this level, tried to test it again. There was a green candle that pushed it up again, then there was an again retest of this level. If you see here, uh, just a second, if you see this level, so from here to here, here to here there was a retest, then there's a strong buying pressure that came up here, right? Now here, for the first time in the last about, I think, 7-8 days, right, 6-7 days right now, where this pattern was sort of playing out, the first time it has broken below on the 30-minute time frame. Okay, if you look at this on the hourly chart also, it has broken. In fact, hourly shows you a beautiful explanation here. If you see this on the hourly, you see this on the hourly, every time there's a big red candle, there's a green candle that pushes it right up, above. Like for example, here there was a doji that formed, then it automatically pushed it above with an engulfing bullish candle. Same thing here, but it did not touch, so that's fine. This was the one day that there's followed by bearish moves. Now there was a bearish closing, that's number one, but the next 1 hour candle also closed. But there's a small ray of hope, is that if you look at this and look at how precise some of these levels are, and market most of the time honors or tries to honor these levels. Again, that being said, this should not be the sole mechanism that you use to take orders. This is just to give you a direction of how the market would look like. The low of this candle is 43,856.75. The close of this candle is 43,856. Which means literally it has respected the low and it has closed right there. Now tomorrow is going to be very, very interesting. Let us see if the market has a bullish bias or a bearish bias, right? And let us see how it sort of plays out. But this is the strategy that I was talking to you about. Here you go. So if you see, this is exactly the pattern that we are able to observe for the last almost 5 to 6 days, right? This market is continuously going up in this upward trend. It's making a high, then coming back, testing it, making a high again, testing it. For the first time today, it has broken down below this level, right? And the surprising part is the next 1 hour candle also closed below this. So keeping this in mind, I'm very excited to see what happens tomorrow. Okay, the reason is, if the market opens with a gap down and it closes, or it goes below the current day's low, then there might be some bearish bias in the market. And if the market closes or opens with a gap up, then nothing like it, because that's an all-time high, and there's no stopping Bank Nifty in that case, right? So I'm very excited for tomorrow. Let us see how it plays out. And thank you so much for tuning in and joining us today. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe down below. There's an interesting intraday strategy that I've been working on, and I created a video for that. I will try to link that up at the end of this video, so that you can watch that next to find out how you can take all this knowledge and build a trading strategy around it and actually start implementing it. If that's something that excites you, then please do click on the video. It should be somewhere up here, and we will. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day and a good night. Thank you.